This Keyblade.
Is that?
Mickey. You're too late.
Chase her away. I'm afraid. Need your aid. The Hollis are on parade. Hi guys, welcome. Scatlink here, and it's pretty much the end of E3. All the stuff's happened, the Nintendo conference has happened, the E3 Direct, and there was no Kingdom Hearts 3 info there, but we're pretty much talking about Kingdom Hearts mostly in this, even though I do want to bring up a few other things as well. The stream is being sorted out as I speak right now, as in like it's getting sorted so it can be on YouTube without any issues. The indie titles had to be taken out, except for a few snippets because of the music that was playing. I should have hit the mute button, that was my bad, but I wasn't to know. It was very generic music, so I didn't really think that would get monad, but at least it went Nintendo. But we're here for Kingdom Hearts 3. I didn't want to be covering like each and every single one separately. I'd rather just cover all of them at once. And I'm not going to have the music play, but we are going to have the video show up. So this is just going to be like a complete overview of what happened, basically. Because Kingdom Hearts 3 is like the biggest thing, and it's not who won E3, it's what won E3. And it's pretty much a tie between Kingdom Hearts 3, because it was all the threes. It was Kingdom Hearts 3, E3, 3 trailers, 3 plot points. It was crazy, and 3 like plot twists as well. It's like, what the hell? It was insane. And Nomura did say during the demo premiere event, when people were playing the Toy Story demo, when it comes to E3, there'll be 3 trailers, and he delivered on that. There were 3 trailers. There was 1 in the Microsoft conference, 1 in the Square Enix conference, and then 1, I believe, in the Sony PlayStation conference. So there was 3 of them, and all 3 of them had some similar clips. They all were structured the same in terms of how they showed things off. Like, you know, the first half was mostly just gameplay, focusing on that like actual part of the trailer and whatnot, and then the other half was a couple of other scenes, a little bit of actual plot like sprinkled in there, and Yutari Karu's new song Don't Think Twice was playing. So yeah, so what we're going to be doing right now is that we're going to switch scene here, and we're pretty much going to have a little look at some of the stuff here. So first of all, we're going to have a look at them in order. I should have actually had them in order, but yes. First was the Frozen trailer. This is the Frozen trailer, so I've got it muted for now. We've got music playing in the background, Kingdom Hearts related. When it starts off, Sora just like knocks out a soldier there, and then he gets all cold, and like Goofy's like, "Oh, what? You're used to the beach, aren't you?" Which is kind of funny. But then like Sora notices Elsa running on water because, you know, she can use water. And by the way, can I say that the graphics work so well for this? I mean, we have seen the graphics so far before, but when you actually look at like, you know, movies like Frozen or Tangled, but you look at the graphics here, and it's like, it's blended in so well. It's like it's part of the movie. That's how good the graphics are. It looks like they just took they made the movie in Unreal Engine 4. That's what it feels like. I mean, look at these characters. I mean, let's go back there for a moment. Donald kind of sticks out a bit there, like he's early CG. But these characters, like, I can't remember their names, but because I haven't actually watched Frozen, but they look like they're right out of the movie. And that is how good it is. Don't want to keep showing too much actual gameplay footage, but yeah, we've got some new weapons here. That's pretty sweet. Basically, the weapon transformations are just command style changes in a different sort of way, but you can swap out your Keyblades and they'll stay. So if you want to go and do another Keyblade while keeping that on tabs, you can switch. So yeah, command styles are basically Keyblade transformations glorified, and that's also our form changes as well, because it does change Sora's colour. But other than that, we got summons, so if we just oh yeah, that's cool as well. You can actually slide on Goofy's shield by enlarging it. Actually, it looks like Sora's using Diamond Dust there. Maybe that's how you get Diamond Dust in this game. Because it seems like when they're showing it off in the trailers, they're showing the Keyblade that you get for that world before you beat the world. Normally you have to beat the world in order to get the Keyblade based off that world. Is that just for demo purposes, where it just gives you the Keyblade for that specific world so you know what it looks like? Or is it actually going to happen in the game where you get it upon entering that world? completely know. But yeah, these special links, I mean, King's Flare, that's clearly Simba right there. Fiery Roar, Fiery Leap. So now he's Fire type, which is perfect for using it in the Frozen level. Got Fix-It Felix, we got Wreck-It Ralph here. Quite strategic. Yeah, here we go. Here's some Rapunzel gameplay. Here, Sora's actually remarking Elsa on her control over ice, which is kind of funny, really, because you can use Blizzard, so you have mastery over ice as well, but obviously she mains with it. But obviously she's like, I don't want to hurt anybody, and then walks off. She may be a Princess of Heart. Apparently there are going to be new Princesses of Heart, apparently. I mean, you've got the 7 Princesses of Heart, but they can't exactly fight against the darkness because they're not trained. So you have the 7 Guardians of Light that are going to be the stand-ins to actually fight, because they are more prone to fighting. And that's a thing that I want to get to in a moment. But yeah, let's just do the first one that was shown. Then most of the scenes that we've seen up to this point, this is when Hitaro Hikaru's new song, Don't Think Twice, was playing. Pretty much the same in all 3, so I'm going to skip those for now. Except for this part. Look at this. This is like completely replicating a scene from the Tangled movie, but it looks like it's from the movie. It so does. And now this is like when Sora says something, which I will actually unmute for.
Roxas does exist. His heart's inside my heart.
The other Twilight Town is just data.
Ah, here's a thing. In Kingdom Hearts 2, Mickey was able to take, well, Mickey and Riku were able to take Olette's money pouch from, and the blue crystal from the trophy, the struggle trophy, from the digitized world into the real world to give Sora, Donald and Goofy enough money to get tickets for the special train to get to Yen Sid. So, yes, as what Ansem Secret Darkness just said right there, and by the way, Larxene's here as well, but she's got yellow eyes. I mean, she had yellow eyes. She had blue eyes to begin with, actually, so she's a Secret Darkness as well. But going back to Nobody and Heartless right here, when this dude mentions that the other Twilight Town is only just data, and Sora's talking about Roxas sleeping with inside him because it's his Nobody, so that's a thing, and he has his memories of that. Well, obviously, Roxas doesn't look like Sora, even though their Nobodies are supposed to look like they're somebody. Roxas is a different case because he's actually got a heart within him, which most Nobodies aren't supposed to have. The reason being is because he had Ventus's heart, so it took Ventus's shape, but had the memories of Sora. And that's how Roxas is Roxas. He's a fusion of the two. Now, here's another thing. When we get a little bit further into this one trailer, it all falls into place, because Sora's talking about Roxas within him, and then he mentions that the other Twilight Town is just made out of data. It's weird how these two are like the first two major, like, final bosses that you have to deal with in the entire series, and yet it sounds like in this conversation, even though it's a little bit angsty, a little bit like banter and whatnot, it sounds like they're also trying to help, which we will get into in the other trailers as well. So that's kind of weird. But yes, Larxene, she used to have white had like light blue eyes. She's now got yellow eyes, so she's now a Xehanort. But she's not going to be Larxene because she would have been revived now, because her Nobody was destroyed, and as we saw, most of the organization members, or the original organization members, after Kingdom Hearts 2 got defeated, they regenerated into the actual people, because we've seen Axel is now Lee, and we've now seen pretty much all the rest of them in that room. I don't know their names, but Lexian, the one that uses the book, he's now back to normal in his lab coat and whatnot, so yeah, they've all been regenerated, but that means that she is now part Xehanort, which is even more bitchier than you would expect. So, yeah. But then, of course, as you saw how we started this off, we had this scene where we have a shadowy figure, we see the boots. That Keyblade, we do not know what it is. It's basically the Kingdom Key, but it's got a similar colour palette and design to Starseeker, which was Mickey's default Keyblade. It was also the Keyblade that we automatically start with in Kingdom Hearts 2 when we get Valar form. It's automatically equipped for Air Combo Plus. So, yeah, that's a bit of an odd-looking Keyblade, and where did it come from? Was it just lying there? Who knows? But we saw that Riku was lying down, so that must be how his Way to the Dawn got destroyed in that other trailer. Yeah, this is basically just catch-up, because most of these that aired were actually just, like, during the night, and since I've got work and I have to wake up early, it's, like, for 6 o'clock and whatnot, to be there at 6, I can't really watch them, so this is the perfect time to cover it. But yeah, Aqua is now naughted. I'm afraid I need your aid. She says to Mickey, you're too late. Mickey done fucked up. And that is just like a kick in the teeth, because it's like, since Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, when Mickey was like, I have to respect her wishes, I don't think she actually said she wanted to stay in the Realm of Darkness. She kind of just got swept by the Demon Tide and you went to go help Riku. You kind of bullshitting, mate. And Aqua wouldn't even be there in the first place if she didn't have to save Terra's sorry ass. But there we go. I mean, obviously, Terra's her friend, it wanted to help her friend, probably a crush, I don't know. But, you know, at the same time, as we know, as the players, we know Terra was not worth it. And it's like, she did not deserve any of this. She was also everyone's Kingdom Hearts waifu. But now she's been naughted. And this is actually a bad thing, because clearly she's succumbed to the darkness. How long has she been in the Realm of Darkness? Well, for one thing, time passes differently. So, because, you know, it doesn't seem like too long for her, but it's actually been 10 years because she's lost track of time. And considering that Riku and Mickey have gone back now, for some reason Mickey's a hole in the wall. I mean, let's go back to that. Yeah, he's just like a head in the wall. What's up with that? He's like poking his head out of a portal or something, and yet Riku is over there with no Keyblade. And it's like, how the hell does that work? And Mickey knows that he done fucked up, because as soon as she said that, she literally just turned around and said, just directed him by name, Mickey, you're too late. And that must mean that she must have been in the Realm of Darkness for so long, she just couldn't do anything about it. And now that Xehanort is back, because his Heartless and Nobody were destroyed, so he reconstituted back to how he was before he overtook Terra's body, so his original body got restored, as a weird result, because Ansem and Xemnas are more in tone with Terra's design. I don't understand how that works. You would think that Terranort would come back, but nope. But yeah, we don't know what's happened to Terra's actual body, unless that's been reanimated or some sort for another Nort. But yeah, here's the thing. Roxas's heart is actually Ventus. That's why Roxas is similar in design to Ventus, because Ventus's heart, when Sora became a Heartless, when Sora's Nobody was formed, Ventus's heart had to go somewhere, and it went into what would have been Sora's Nobody, which made it look like Ventus, which is Roxas. And if you play Free Fate for 2 days, you can actually see that Shion, for some bizarre reason, looked like Ventus, like clothes and all. And we didn't even know who that character was. We just thought it was a different looking Roxas. So, yeah. But this means that, if you remember in Birth by Sleep, Aqua is the only person who knows where Ventus's body is. I think Xehanort made her a Nort in order so that she can find Ventus and turn him into a Nort as well once they restore their heart. But they don't know where Ventus's heart is still. If Sora is actually able to, you know, use the data Twilight Town somehow to make a physical body for Roxas, because, you know, they were Mickey and Riku were able to take a pouch of money out, as well as that crystal from the trophy, out of the simulation to use in the real world, and it's still in your key items throughout the entire game of Kingdom Hearts 2, maybe they could somehow use the data from Ansem the Wise, as well as other data from the simulation, make a data body of Roxas without a heart, put Ventus's heart in Roxas's body, Roxas is revived, and that means, yes, this still means that Ventus is still comatose, but if the Norts get his body, they can't do anything with it. So it kind of adds up from what we hear, but once we see this, it all from what that all that falls into place. It's a very loose theory, but you've got major points to work with. And yeah, after that, that's the trailer. That's the trailer. And of course, every trailer so far has ended with January 29th, 2019. It was going to be at the end of this year, but now it's going to be at the beginning of next year. So probably a good pre-order. And there's a bunch of pre-orders as well. You've got the standard edition, which is just the game. You've got a deluxe edition, which gives you a steelbook, art book, collector's pin. And then you've got like a deluxe edition plus, which gives you pretty much all that, plus 3 figurines, all for £200 or something stupid, and I'm not paying that. I'd rather pay the £80 to get the just basic deluxe edition, because I don't really need the 3 figures. It would be nice, but they're based off the Toy Story version, so they don't actually look out of place, like the Figmas, because, you know, the joints and whatnot, they have to have some, like, toy-like joints. Actually making them the toy Sora, Donald, and Goofy makes more sense. So yeah, that was just the first trailer, and everybody busted a nut. It was insane. But that was only the first goddamn trailer, and we've already been going on for quite a while. So this is the second trailer. This was during the Square Enix E3 showcase. It was pretty much exactly the same as you can see here. I'm clicking around, but here, instead of showing Wreck-It Ralph, it shows a new summon, Remy from Ratatouille, making Sora cook up a storm even though he has no experience in cooking, as far as I'm aware. And yeah, I'm not entirely too sure what's gonna happen with that. Maybe you get certain buffs and debuffs, or boosts depending, like give you like haste, attack haste perhaps. Yeah, we still got a bit of Wreck-It Ralph, but it's not shown as much. Still got the yo-yos and that, but now we have this, and I believe this is Zigbar. Yes.
Still, Sora, that doesn't mean you should change. Accept the power you're given. Find the hearts joined to yours.
Is he talking about Ventus? Does he actually know, and that's how they all know? Or is he talking about Roxas? We're not entirely too sure. But yeah, that's kind of weird. And here we have Mickey and Riku just walking in. I'm guessing this is before they actually start doing what they're doing. Here we got Haina, Pencil, and Let. I'm guessing this is what's going to be like. They're getting chased by the Demon Tide. Now, if you remember, when Kingdom Hearts 3 was first revealed, when they were building it in-house and not in Unreal Engine 4, we saw Sora. It was just a tech demo, it wasn't actually gameplay at all. We saw Sora running around Twilight Town, and there was this massive swarm of just Shadow Heartlesses just going all over the place, and Sora was just riding it as well as jumping off walls and dodging it. Up now we know that this is like the Demon Tide from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep 0.2. Fragmentary Passage. So yeah, that means that these Shadow Demon Tides are gonna be like major encounters or mini bosses at some point. And both Haina, Pencil, and Let sporting nice what's it called? Plat designs? I forget what the design is of the clothes, but can I just say that Olette is rocking it with the black and red right now. Haina looks a little bit odd. In fact, he looks a little bit... He looks like he's put on a few years, even though time hasn't really passed that much since, you know. Haina doesn't look too different, but Olette's definitely rocking it. I'll say that. But this is normal. This is not changed. This is a little bit different. We see a little bit more of Herc, but that's literally it. Like I said, this one's mostly the same, but we have an alternate cutscene when Sora mentions Roxas.
Roxas does exist. His heart's inside my heart.
In that case, by all means, nothing would please us more than Roxas's return. Of course.
I thought it was done. But yeah, for some reason, Ansem, Secret of Darkness, and Xemnas are okay with Sora returning Roxas to life. Maybe they think they can manipulate Roxas again. I don't think so. He had a vengeance because even though Shion's not supposed to be able to be remembered, the data is still in Sora's like heart somehow. Because, you know, when Riku dived into him at the end of Dreamtop Distance, you could actually see Shion, and Riku actually talked to her, and I think he said that you look familiar. Maybe because she looks like Kairi, but at the same time, maybe because of some lingering memories. Most memories were wiped, but the chains are still there, they're just unlinked. Similar to how Chain of Memories, the links are there, but they've been broken. They just need to be reattached and reassembled. So, it could be something similar to that. I mean, she was made in Castle Oblivion, I believe so, by Vexen. So, yeah, that's a thing, but it's like... Why are they happy to get that if Sora can revive Roxas? Maybe that will mean that if they can knock out Roxas, they can get Ventus' heart a lot easier and then put that back into Ventus and then make him a Nort? I don't know. And considering how many Norts we have now, we don't not know all the 13 Secret of Darkness, but we all know they're just all Xehanort in some form or another. I mean, we've got Heartless Xehanort, which is Ansem Secret of Darkness. We've got Nobody Xehanort, which is Xemnas. We know those were the two we were just looking at. But that's basically him, just split off into two different people. And it seems here they're actually in the computer room right now, and they're probably trying to figure it out. So that's why all three of the Twilight Town group are here. And look at this, DTD, Door to Darkness. It is Ansem's computer. So, and that's the same item that that Sora was just holding. That, if you remember, in the Union Key event when they showed off the basically Game and Watch Kingdom Hearts games, mini games that you can play in the game as well through Union Key. That's the same device, and it looks like somebody of Zexion who I can't remember the name of, is actually on the good guy side, not Xehanort, and he's actually helping out the group as the scientist. So that is pretty sweet as well. And then it pretty much plays out pretty much exactly the same, as you can see here, except for our final shot with Kairi in her new design and slightly shorter hair, sitting with Lee. Axel. It's Lee. It's not Axel. He's a somebody now. He's just wearing the organisation coat to screw with you. So, yeah. And then we get the release date again. So that was the Square Enix E3 showcase. That was probably just the middle road. Most of it was the same, but there were a couple of extra scenes that were changed. Pretty much the same one though, in case you missed the one from the Xbox One. But now we have the Pirates of the Caribbean trailer, which I believe was played during Sony's press conference. So, you know, Square Enix and the two consoles that it's going on have all had a separate trailer for it. Now, I love the intro to this.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Yep.
Why are you so happy?
'Cause we get to be pirates again.
Yep, you always did like this world.
Still, it's a real shame we don't have a bigger ship.
Yep, that means Port Royal, or whatever the world's going to be called, returns in Kingdom Hearts 3. And when Port Royal was a thing, and it's only been a thing in Kingdom Hearts 2, considering of the graphics, they did well with what they could, but the world really stuck out. But they have done an immense job. Of course, this is supposed to be Dead Man's Chest, I believe it is, the next one, because, you know, we have Curse of the Black Pearl, and then we have the second movie. This must be the second movie, because I'm pretty sure he does sail on a beach in that one. Either that, or it's Dead Man's Chest, which might be the third one, probably. I'm not entirely too sure. But, look at this. This is in-game graphics. Look at these characters! This is like freaking GTA, like 4K quality kind of thing, and that is insanity. I mean, the characters don't look real, but they're so close to the likeness of what it is from the live action movies. It's uncanny, and it doesn't clash either. They even added extra details to Sora. You could see the wrinkles and dirt on his hands and whatnot, so they upped the resolution of the characters to fit with the theme, and it still doesn't look out of place. This is amazing. I mean, let's just keep having a little look around here quickly. I hate that lady, by the way. She just looked gross in the film. We've got Barbossa again, who's this time on our side. Oh, it's insane. And look at this. Look, this. No, I didn't mean to go full screen. But this, we have, like, ship battles. I mean, I'm just going to let it play for a moment. We have actual ship battles, and we can actually raid enemy pirate ships as well. We even have, like, a scimitar, like, movements with the Keyblade as well. It's crazy. Stop that for a moment. And yeah, not only that, but Sora and Goofy actually have cosmetic changes now. Maybe because of Sora's request. Maybe it's because that they actually have to blend in more. Like, you know, with Toy Story, they could have just been like, you know, normal, and they could have just said they're rubber toys, because that would have looked fine, but instead they're blocky. So maybe they've been told by Yen Sid that they have to blend in a lot more to keep order and not meddle as much as they have been before. But at the same time, they're still going to meddle because it's Sora, you know. But yeah, we had pirate ship battles like that, and I think before Kingdom Hearts was shown in the Xbox trailer, they showed a game called Skulls and Crosses or something like that, which was pretty much like pirate battles. Kingdom Hearts have done that as well! It's crazy! And every time you hit like a Heartless, it has like the cursed medallion. Sora it must be a Keyblade Master at some point. He's using his Keyblade as a turbine to move himself through the water quicker. And he was not a Keyblade Master at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3D. He did not pass the test. So he must have made his mark of mastery at some point, because this is ridiculous. Sora is overpowered beyond belief. You can ride cannons. It's crazy, man. And this is like Shadow of the Colossus shit right here. I'm going to stop showing a bit of that now. I'm going to have to just move on. But yeah, look at Luxord. Even his hair has had more texture to fit with the world. And look, Luxord is, or his somebody, is a Xehanort as well because of the yellow eyes. How many like of the previous organization members were actually able to be Xehanort? I'm pretty sure Syax is going to be a Xehanort, which is going to be making it really hard for Lee to do anything with, because they were friends. So look at him! Look! That graphic style is insane. And now we're back to the vibrant stuff, and they've lost their detail in order to fit with the theme of all the other worlds again. I like how they added detail to that world and to the three characters that you're going to be playing as, and it doesn't look out of place, and it actually works, and it is so good. You look at the characters in Kingdom Hearts 2, even on in the HD versions, and it just looks out of place because that was all they could work with, and they couldn't really do anything except for making it look muddy. This is proper detail. The hair, the lines, the wrinkles, it's crazy. So it looks like we got to fight all three there, and this must be the beginning of the game because Sora's in his normal design. He's got the Kingdom Key. He's got no keychains, which always makes me wonder, how does he lose his keychains every time? Makes no sense to me. There should be like a New Game Plus feature. That'd be awesome. So now we have Elsa again. We have Larxene again, or whatever she's going to be. I think we have like this little argument between Vanitas and Trigger's mic, actually. So let's have a look here.
And the Unversed collected enough screams and sadness from those children.
Yeah, and the whole time they were trashing our company in the process!
Okay, it's not the actual voice actors for Mike and Sully. I forgot to mention that at some point. But I think the voice actor for Mike, that isn't the one from the movies, is the same one who did the voice for Mike Wazowski in Disney Infinity. But that didn't sound the best to me. Maybe they'll do a retake on the line or something. But most of the voice acting has already been done. But yeah, that sounded a little bit off. But yeah, apparently that's why he and the Unversed are there. Like, negative emotion feeding, and they were in pretty much a factory harnessing negative emotions to power their supply. I like how they've taken that plot point of Monsters Inc. and it actually makes sense in the lore of Kingdom Hearts. But because Scream, fear, negative emotion, Unversed, it makes so much sense, and that is just quality. Twisting it just a tad to connect a dot, and it just makes sense. It's crazy. So we have Larxene moaning again, and it looks like she's actually going to be interfering with Elsa's world, Frozen. I don't know what it's called again. No, that's not it. I can't remember what the place is called. I haven't watched Frozen, as I've said before, but that looks like an ice staircase, so we're probably near her, the entrance to a icy little domain or something.
The new 7 Hearts.
There we are. She mentions the new 7 Princesses of Hearts. 7. What number is synonymous with 7? The Princess of Heart, and she's mentioning new hearts. That means new, maybe not the 7 Princesses of Heart, but 7 that are close, so they don't have to go for the original 7 that Sora and company are probably protecting at this point or put in a hiding. And they're looking for new ones that can pretty much fulfill the role, but they may not be the best candidates or the actual candidates, but they could be like replacements. So that pretty much means there's 14 lights now, so you got to protect all of them before they get 7. They need 7, you need to defeat 13. As Sora said in Kingdom Hearts 1, no matter how thick the darkness, a light shines within, which is kind of funny because that's the latest episode that's gone up and I haven't actually recorded any more yet. Busy.
Now, set your heart free.
They say that. Now remember what we just had with that particular area scene, whatever, from the other 2 trailers? Set your heart free. Not only are they talking about Roxas, but Ventus's heart is inside Sora, still latching on to regenerate and whatnot, and that is technically also Roxas. So that's probably why they want Roxas back, so it makes it easier to get the heart without having to fight Sora head on. But how's that going to work for, you know, Roxas? I mean, is he going to be able to dual wield if Sora loses Ventus's heart / Roxas? Is it going to be like, he's not obviously going to be able to dual wield, but because, you know, Ventus's Keyblade, or what was fought as Roxas, or even Shion's Keyblade, it was basically Sora's and Ventus's, and that's how Roxas can dual wield. That's not going to be happening if both of them are active at once. So yeah, that's kind of crazy, to be honest. And I think we've got one more thing from Zigbar here.
In the end, you'll finally realize what destiny has in store for you. In fact, your reward might be right around the corner.
I don't know if that's like a snarky remark or if he's actually just giving a warning, because it's funny how like some of the enemies tend to give warnings or try to teach their enemies something, like legit teach them something. It's mind games, man. It's mind games, and it makes you wonder. But here, on the Pirates of the Caribbean trailer, this I absolutely loved, because Not only do Axel and Kairi look awesome in the engine, but Kairi looks even better than what she did in 0.2. I think they redid her model, and not only that, she's got a new design, and you know what? She looks completely different. She's like a completely new character, and I actually like her design now.
Hey, Axel!
Huh?
And her voice is so clear.
Hey,
Look at her design! Look at her design! I'm trying to pause. I clicked like multiple times there. Didn't want to pause. What the heck? But yeah, look at her design! That is her new costume. It's pretty much her original one, but there's a lot more buttons, a lot more leather padding, probably to, you know, provide a little bit of cushion for the damage. I'm not entirely too sure if I like the little bit of skirt down here, considering that this is like a bit of a wavy pattern. This is like a 2 double layered cloth pattern, where everything else is symmetrical. But she's also cut her hair to shoulder length like it was in the first game, but her head's a little bit taller instead of rounder because she's older, and it just works. She just looks so much more like vibrant and fresh. She doesn't look plain anymore, and her eyes pop out because of the engine and the lighting. So let's go back there and listen to that cutscene one more time. Oh.
Huh? Hey, liking the look.
Are you hitting on her?
Cut your hair too.
She's even wearing black boots, by the way. She's wearing black boots. I'm going to mute it again. Now, here's the thing. Riku's actually hanging out in Destiny Islands. In his new clothes. Does that mean that we get to play at Destiny Islands? Like, can we actually choose to go there? I mean, the only game that we've been able to choose to go to proper Destiny Islands in any game is, funnily enough, recoded, and that's only like when it's all blocky and whatnot, not like proper, but it's still the only time we were able to revisit Destiny Islands on choice. Chain of Memories doesn't count because it's just a texture swap for the basic rooms. But here's the thing: not only is Riku like chilling on like Destiny Islands for whatever reason, this was another mind blow. Not only his younger form, but in dark form. Is that the Riku replica that got left behind in, or got destroyed in Chain of Memories? Reverse Rebirth? What the hell? Why is he there? I mean, did he leave his broken Weight of the Dawn Keyblade for him, maybe? Maybe because it's connected to another heart? Maybe it's able to regenerate? So Riku gets a new Keyblade? Or maybe because the Weight of the Dawn was originally for the Riku replica because he was actually able to wield the darkness but wanted to become light, but Riku kind of fought that way and it was routed to him instead. I'm not entirely too sure, but if it's given to his clone, maybe it will revert because it's also his younger form because he's shorter, he's got longer hair, more triangle chin. But yeah, that's all 3 trailers. I am pretty much convinced, other than Smash that we just had today, because I'm recording this on the same day as that the Nintendo E3 conference, because I said that in the live stream. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know who won. It's like, it's not who won. It's what won. It's not Nintendo, and it's not Sony. It's not Microsoft, because the rest of the Microsoft one was apparently lackluster. Other than, like I said, Cuphead. But the thing is that I don't think it's who won. I think it's what won, and I think it's between Smash 5, Smash Ultimate, or Kingdom Hearts 3. Mainly because that Smash 5 is pretty much literally everyone and everything. So it's like definitive upon definitive, and it's on the best console you can possibly get it for because you can play it anywhere, and it's still HD, possibly 1080p, 60 frames. I mean, it looked 60 frames, that was smooth. And we get Ridley. Because of how much they announced on Smash at once. But then again, Kingdom Hearts 3 had 3 trailers with tons of information and new design. I love Kairi's design, I love it. It's crazy. And the lighting, the graphics, as I said, like Pirates of the Caribbean, that was actually one of my favourite-ish levels of, despite the graphics not looking the best, it was one of my favourite levels story-wise, as well as the grittiness on Kingdom Hearts 2. This looks so good. And I don't even know how the boat battles are going to play out, because that's like a completely separate battle engine entirely, it looks. Yeah, it's crazy. And yeah, Aqua-Nort, Rox is possibly returning, Riku replica, Kairi is decked out and fresh and ready to go. New Keyblade that Aqua is wielding. Larxene, Xigbar, well, we already knew it was Xigbar, but also Luxord, they're all Norted as well. It's crazy. That 3 trailers with all that information in 3 separate conferences both of them being on the consoles that they're going on, Xbox and Sony PlayStation, and then you've got like Square Enix's own showcase where it was more, you know, average, but they still showed some stuff that was different. Each one was different to a point, and between Smash and Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't know what won E3. It's not who won, it's what won, and it's between these two. I mean, we had Elder Scrolls 6, but we didn't really see much of that. It was just more of a pan with a title. And I wasn't even too sure if that was actually in-game graphics. Yeah, of course, Fortnite is free to download on Switch, but of course, you know, the paid service. Don't know how that's going to be treated. But yeah, World Ends View was shown, but there was no Metroid Prime 4, and there was no Undertale. There wasn't actually that many indie titles that were actually coming to Switch that we know of, like Freedom Planet as well. That's just my personal preferences though. But hey, at least we got a date, or a close enough roundabout date for World Ends View. That was announced at the beginning of this year, and now we actually know it's coming out fall 2018. So yay. And yeah, that's there's not much else really to talk about really. We got the release date right here on screen right now for Kingdom Hearts 3. It is literally that close. I mean, it's a little bit further than what we thought, but it's only by, what, about a month and a bit. So it's not really that big of an issue. Plus, as I said, the game, I think the game is about £55 on Square Enix's actual store for pre-ordering. The Deluxe Edition is £80, and the Deluxe Plus Edition with the free figurines on top of what you get in the Deluxe Edition is £200. I'm probably going to get the £80 version myself. I want to get that pre-ordered for Christmas, so I will have it, and I'll play it, and I will eat it all up. I'm probably not going to record it or stream it, because we've got the rest of the series to go. And, you know, even though Nomura is, like, completely supportive of the entire YouTube community, so, you know, doing Kingdom Hearts stuff is not an issue. I'm not entirely too sure about Yutaro Hikaru's music, which is why I kept most of this muted. Plus, it's trailer footage as well, so that's a thing. But, yeah, with that, guys, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I've been waffling a lot, but there was so much to cover, and I wanted to get this video done. And this was the easiest way to do it. Have this on screen, so I don't have to have images flying around the screen. But I also wanted to have a little intro as well, because that was literally what made everybody bust a nut. Like, seriously. HMK, the Gamers Joint, they went bloody livid with the hype, and it was insane. It was crazy. So that is Kingdom Hearts 3. It is that close. That's that many plot related things. Many theories are circling on how the game is going to be like played and structured. Like, who are the other 7 Princesses of Heart that are not the 7 Princesses of Heart that we know of? I mean, Kairi is going to be fighting, so if she gets knocked out, that's a problem, because that's already one heart they've got. Unless Kairi somehow lost that power over time, I'm not entirely too sure. But yeah, that's a problem if she's actually going into battle. At least she'll be able to defend herself if she's not one of the main Defenders of Light or whatever, Guardians of Light. But that also means that Aqua has lost her spot, so who's going to take that place? Probably Roxas in this case. But if Ventus was also supposed to be there, then obviously Roxas replace her, replace Ventus, so who replaces Aqua? I mean, it could possibly be Yen Sid. I mean, we know he's supposed to be a Keyblade Master, but we've never seen him wield. Maybe that's his Keyblade that Aqua took. It does fit the theme of the world. I did say Starseeker, so that's a theory right there. So, you know what? I'm going to end it off on there. Do you think that Keyblade is actually Yen Sid's Keyblade, lost to the darkness, and that's why he can't wield it? And now Aqua's taking it from him. Is that what's happened? What do you guys think? I hope you enjoyed this massive video of an information dump of, like, just watching, like, literally 9 minutes of free trailers of Kingdom Hearts 3. This E3 has been insane in terms of Kingdom Hearts 3 and Smash, but other than that, not the best E3s in my opinion, but it could always be better, or, you know, it's better than nothing. But, you know, that's a thing. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys check out my Kingdom Hearts Let's Play that I've got going on right now. It's my current project. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys for whenever I do next, and we'll be continuing on with that Let's Play as soon as I have the chance. So, see you guys next time.